Signs you're doing well financially. It's easy to focus on what's wrong with our finances, but you might be surprised at how well you're actually doing. I'm Charlene, your spiritual banker. I worked in banking in London and I'm also an energy healer, helping you master your money and energy. From working in banking with the world's wealthiest for over 7 years, I'm used to seeing positive indicators when people are doing well with their money. Number one, you have an emergency fund. If you've set aside at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses, you're already ahead of the game. This is your financial safety net. Whether your car breaks down, you lose your job, you won't be scrambling for cash. Personally, I would prefer a 9 to 12 month emergency fund just to give me that extra bit of buffer. But if you've got 3 to 6 months of living expenses, that's totally cool and that's a perfect start. Number two, you pay your bills on time. Bonus points if you've automated them. It frees up mental energy not having to think about logging into different accounts to pay bills every time if they're automatically paid from your account. Number three, you live below your means. You're not spending everything you earn each month. You're not stretching out your paycheck to its limit. You've got cash left over. You're smart with how you're spending so your expenses don't go over what you earn. And bonus points if instead of buying coffee, you make your own. Number four, you feel grateful for where you are right now. Gratitude is a higher vibrational feeling or frequency. If you regularly feel grateful for where you are now, what money you have right now, no matter how much it is, you're vibrating at an energetically higher frequency. As like attracts like and higher vibrations attract higher vibrational matches, gratitude can actually help you call in more abundance, more opportunity. So being thankful for your current financial situation, whatever your financial situation is a sign you're actually doing well, both financially and energetically, or at least on the right path. Number five, you manage debt responsibly. If you've cleared high interest debt, like credit card debt, or you have a solid plan to pay them off, you're in better shape than most. Super bonus points if you have no bad debt. Number six, you think of your future self by investing for the long term. You put your money to work for you, as they say, whether it's in stocks like think ISAs in the UK or Roth IRAs in the US. Sorry, Ireland, we don't have that equivalent. Or saving for retirement through your employer pension schemes, or in the US like 401ks or your individual personal pensions, contributing regularly to set yourself up for the future. Bonus points if you've automated your retirement contributions. Number seven, know your numbers. You're not afraid of looking at the numbers of your financial situation. You know where your money is going every month. You know if you're on track to hitting your goals, and you know or you track your net worth. It's so important to know, where you currently stand. Like, what's your current financial situation? People might have an idea of, I roughly have this amount here. I'm not actually sure what's in my pension. Maybe I have this amount in this other account over here. And it can seem like a bit of a financial mess. So what I like to do is I like to gather everything into one place. So I made a spreadsheet and I literally just put everything, all the different accounts into one place so I know where everything is. And it's a nice way of tracking my progress. I can look back at what my net worth was last year and compare it to where I'm now. So I've done this for a few years, so it's nice to actually see my progress and how when you see your net worth starting to go up, it's a nice feeling, and I could only see that looking back. So I always say to everyone, all my friends as well, track your net worth, because one, it's great to see, where you're at, what's your current financial situation, and it helps avoid this, I have a rough idea of where everything is, but maybe I have some money in an old pension from a previous employer. I might have another dormant account lying over there. I'm not sure if I closed that digital wallet, or you might have a rough idea, but it's very different when you put everything that you have, all your accounts, all of your, whether it's assets, liabilities, on one sheet. So that's what I've been doing for years. So one, it helps me keep a track of where my current situation's at. And two, it's very motivating. I can look back over the previous years and see my progress, and that's quite motivating for me. Or it can equally be motivating in another way where if you look back at your progress and you're not actually making progress, it might give you the kick that you need to be like, okay, for the last couple of years, maybe for the last year, I haven't really made much progress, like financially, say net worth wise, or whether it's paying down debt or increasing your assets, whatever your goals are for yourself. It can be motivating to hit your goals. I track my net worth in a simple spreadsheet like Excel, so I've linked what I use in the description. You can just download that for free. Number 8, financial literacy, meaning you proactively learn about money. When you take the initiative to learn about money, whether you're researching financial terms, exploring investment strategies, or diving into books or podcasts, and yes, YouTube videos, even like this one here, you're already ahead of the game. Why? Because most people don't. They avoid it. They let confusion, fear, lack of interest, or even laziness just stop them from even starting to learn. But not you. You've decided to educate yourself, and that's a powerful move. Here's why this is such a big deal. Because when you're actively learning, you're building financial confidence. The more you understand about things like budgeting, investing, debt management, the more control you have over your financial future. You're not sitting back and waiting for someone else to figure it out for you. You're taking charge. That's the mindset of someone who's on a solid financial path. And this habit of learning compounds over time. Think about it. When you research what an ETF is, or a Roth IRA is, for example, you're starting to open doors to investment possibilities, to opportunities that you may not have considered before. Or when you read a book about negotiating salaries, you're literally setting yourself up to earn more money in the future because you're building those skills now. The more you learn, the better your decisions can get. And that creates a ripple effect across your entire financial life. Now here's something cool. Learning about money also rewires your mindset. It shifts you from a scarcity mentality where you're thinking there's never enough to an abundance mindset of, I actually think I can do this. And there is a world of opportunity here, and you just have to demystify it by learning about it. When you see the possibilities of how to manage and grow your money, you start to realize, hey, I think this is possible. I can actually do this. And that can build a lot of financial confidence. So if you're watching this video, guess what? You're already demonstrating this sign of financial success. You're here investing your time to learn and grow, and that says a lot about where you're heading. So keep learning, keep asking questions, keep taking action. Your future self will thank you. And that can build financial confidence. For example, if you didn't know anything about taxes before, for example, yes, it can seem daunting or confusing or scary because you know nothing about it. But once you start learning a little bit, whether that's what is income tax, what is capital gains, what is, inheritance tax, you start to, like pieces in a puzzle. Initially, you get the puzzle box and you need to take it one piece at a time to complete the puzzle. Similarly, that's how I look at finance, whether that's taxes or investing or debt or all these different things. Just start to collect the little puzzle pieces of knowledge. Start little by little. Start with one piece. So with taxes, for example, just start by understanding your own taxes first. And that can just mean, maybe you look at your own pay slip. Maybe you look at what the income tax thresholds are in your country, because that differs depending on the country. And once you start Googling, you can go down a rabbit hole pretty quickly. Like you could start with income taxes and then end up with inheritance taxes. And then you start to look at how you can make things more tax efficient, all that sort of stuff. You might then think, maybe I'll go speak to a tax advisor. So start with one puzzle piece. Start looking into Googling even one thing that you're not sure about that you'd like to learn a lot more about, because we're not taught any of these things in school. So my view is we should all take it upon ourselves to actually do a little bit of research or educate ourselves, even just a little bit. Start with one puzzle piece. So where do you all learn about personal finances, money, taxes? Let me know in the comments below, and it can also help inspire others. Also, remember to celebrate what you're doing well. If you're hitting some or most of these points, give yourself some credit. How many of these can you tick off the list? If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more on how you can master your money and energy, and see you in the next one, guys. Bye!